Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd share with you a video about beliefs, and I'll get to what this video is about in a moment. But first I'd like to tell you where we are. As you can see, I'm freezing. It's very, very cold. I'm shivering. We're about 3 hours from the Strip in Vegas, and we've travelled out to an area shrouded in so much mystery that very few people on the planet actually know what goes on here or what went on in the past. So if you're wondering where we are, Jose, do you mind telling everybody whereabouts we are in the world right now?
Area 51.
Area 51. It's one of the most interesting places on the planet because there's so many conspiracy theories surrounding this specific area. So let me get to the point of the video. We've travelled out here, there's LokI, Kross, Morgan Strebler, Prager and myself, and out of the group of us, you're the only person that's sceptical towards there being the possibility of extraterrestrial beings.
That's right.
Now from my perspective, there's so many planets in the cosmos that I think the probability is so high there'd be a life on one of those planets. So I'd like to know first, why don't you believe in stuff like that?
I haven't seen anything yet, Peter.
But with that logic in mind, you can't see the wind, but you can see the things that it affects. So that doesn't make something not real. Right, so my belief, and again, I use the term belief, that the greatest things in life only become real when you start to believe in them and you feel them. So what could I do to prove there is such thing as extraterrestrial beings, or there could be a possibility of that?
Well, that's difficult. I would need to see some kind of like physical evidence.
In what sense? Can you be a little bit more specific?
I don't know, maybe like at least seeing an UFO.
Seeing a UFO?
Yeah.
So let me tell you about an interesting conspiracy on this exact highway, and that's why I stopped right here. It's said that people driving down this highway will glance down at the dashboard and they'll see the time, and a few seconds later they'll casually glance back and realise that 10 or 20 minutes has just disappeared. Now the believers in extraterrestrial beings are saying that they were abducted for a short period of time and that they have no recollection of what went on, whereas the skeptics are saying that the roads are so long and they're so samey that to them they thought they glanced down a couple of seconds later, but it's been 10-20 minutes.
Yes.
So would you be happy, and I'm very cold,
Yes,
would you be
very
happy
cold.
for me to see if we could contact an extraterrestrial being to abduct you for a few seconds?
No.
Why?
That would be scary.
But if you don't believe in the possibility of this stuff, so what would it matter? Like genuinely, what would it matter?
I don't know. There's always the possibility.
So you believe there is a possibility? So you've changed your viewpoint slightly from earlier on?
Yes.
Okay. Are you open for me to attempt to completely change your perception and your beliefs?
Yes.
You happy to try that, alright?
Yes.
So this is the thing, I want you to put your hand on your heart, and I want you to make a promise to everybody at home that you're not going to act, you're not going to stooge, you're not going to lie for me,
No.
and you genuinely don't know what I'm about to ask you. There's no way that you could know,
No.
right? This is the thing. It won't make no sense you being a stooge anyway, because this completely goes against your beliefs or your inhibitions.
Yes.
So I want you to take a look at the time, so look at your watch, and tell everybody what time it is.
2:35.
2:35 a.m.
Yes, that's right.
So I want you just to step this way for me, and I want you to tell me when you're ready to change your beliefs.
Okay.
Just take a few deep breaths in. The time was 2:35 a.m. Ready? So as you can see, I'm genuinely not doing anything else other than hypnotising Jose. He's going to wake in a moment. I've changed the time on his watch, so he's going to believe there's been a massive time lapse. It should be interesting, he's waking up.
fuck, Peter? What made... Why I was there?
What do you mean, why was you there?
Yes, what I was doing there alone.
You've been stood there for quite some time. What time is it?
What the fuck?
How much time's gone?
10 minutes.
Exactly 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
What's the matter? You're panicking a little bit.
Yes.
Very much.
Yes. What the fuck, Peter?
Do you want me to tell you what's going on?
Yes.
I'll tell you, I'm going to be honest. But before I tell you what's going on, I want to ask you now if you believe it's possible that there could be such thing as an extraterrestrial being. From what you just experienced and what you just felt, you're nearly crying. You're nearly crying. Okay? Do you believe that there could potentially, don't panic, there could potentially be the possibility of an extraterrestrial being?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let me tell you what's happened. Often when we put into a place like this, we become highly suggestible. And I know you're very highly suggestible anyway, because back at Jack's bar, I obviously hypnotised you and I stuck your hand to the table. And I planted a few other things in there just in case I needed to come across a moment like this. So I brought you out here and I created a premise. And the premise basically was to show you that sometimes it's only our feelings that really count in aiding us in believing in something. So the only thing that stops Santa Claus from being real is belief. The only thing that stops extraterrestrial beings from being real is belief. And if you feel in your heart that they very much are real, don't worry about anybody else's opinion. Just follow your feelings. And that's what this is about. So hopefully you're not as freaked out as you were 2 moments ago. Right?
I'm happy now.
You're happy now?
Very
Okay.
happy.
Can you just tell me, out of interest, what you thought might have happened?
I don't know. What the fuck?
What you were stood there, and can you explain? Can you try to explain what went on?
I just remember we went there, we started talking, and suddenly, I don't know, I was alone in there.
And how long did it seem had passed?
I don't know.
Just a split second?
Yes, nothing.
So you just closed your
No,
eyes and
I don't
realized?
remember anything. It was just like opening and my eyes, closing, opening my eyes. That's it.
Just blinking?
Yes, like a blink of an eye.
And then we just disappeared?
Yes.
So do you believe that the stories about the people looking down at the dashboards and seeing the time, looking back up and casually glancing back down and the time's disappeared, is now something that could be possible?
Yes.
Perfect, I think we'll leave it there.